Hey there, I'm Lisa Force with another relationship how-to video. This time I'm going to share some text messages that you can send to your ex to make him or her want to get back together with you. I'm a dating and relationship coach specializing in breakups and divorce. By the way, and if you'd like more guidance and tips on how to rekindle the romance with your ex, visit lisaforce.com/breakups and watch the free full-length video. Now, on to the texting. First of all, allow me to explain why myself and many of the leading breakup experts suggest using text messages to communicate with your ex. There are three main advantages to texting. Number one, it allows you to think ahead and plan out your messages without being put on the spot. You can plan exactly what you'll say in a text, unlike on the phone or in person where you might be thrown a curveball by your ex and not know how to handle it or what to say. Number two, it's casual and non-threatening, so your ex isn't going to feel harassed or immediately assume that your contact with them is only trying to win them back. You don't want your ex to know that getting back together is the real goal, and texting is a safer way to disguise your underlying motives. Number three, your text will only be a few sentences long, but you can plant a powerful idea or message into the back of your ex's mind that will spark their curiosity and make them actually want to reply to your message. Phone calls and conversations in person are always longer than a text message would be, so it's much harder to create that sense of mystery and excitement when you're having a longer discussion. So, those three advantages make texting a logical medium for re-establishing contact with your ex, and they're great for kickstarting the process of rebuilding attraction. But there's an exception here. You just can't send an ex any old message. Asking what's up or saying, hey, how are you, is not going to make your ex want to reply or talk to you further because it's boring and dull. Do you want to hang out with someone whose text messages are that dull? Probably not. And your certainly ex won't want to do that or come running back to you because you asked them how their day was. Simply put, you absolutely must not send any mundane, uninteresting, or dull messages to your ex. That applies to phone conversations and other forms of communication too. You always want to say and do things that will make your ex smile or laugh or spark their curiosity. Probably the best breakup expert is Brad Browning, and he's come up with a few excellent texting concepts that work wonders to rebuild your ex's attraction and generate a reply. I'll share two of his sample texts in this video. But if you want to see tons of other great message examples, click the link in the description below or visit lisaforce.com/breakups to grab a copy of his X Factor program. This first message is what Brad calls the good reminder text. Basically, this text is a quick way to let your ex know about something that might interest them. For example, you might say something like this. Hey, hope you're doing well. Just messaging you because I saw an ad on TV about Gordon Ramsay. He's doing a book signing at Barnes & Noble downtown next Saturday. Thought you'd like to know since you're probably his biggest fan on the planet. Haha. This reminder has to be something that would be the direct interest to your ex. If he or she loves a particular TV show, for example, you could let them know when the next season will be premiering. Or if you're a huge sports fan and the two of you went to a baseball game, for instance, you could share a piece of news about a big trade that just went down. The key is to pick a topic that not only is interest to your ex, but will also remind them of something fun that you two did together. For example, I mentioned earlier about the Gordon Ramsay book signing. It would be a great choice if the two of you religiously watch one of Gordon's cooking shows. The second text message option is one that can often be super powerful because it weaves in a bit of subtle jealousy. It involves asking your ex a question that you'll think they know the answer to. For example, a good question might be something like this. Hey, quick question. Do you remember which street that tiny little Vietnamese restaurant was on? The one we went to on our anniversary? I really want to take a friend there, but I can't find the name anywhere. Thanks. See how I mentioned that I wanted to take a friend there? That's going to add an element of mystery and will leave your ex wondering whether you're going there on a date. And not only does it possibly spark some jealousy, it also reminds your ex of a fun time that you had together, anniversary dinner, and will generate a reply 99% of the time. These two are some of the best text options because there's plenty more you can be doing via text to turn the situation around and make your ex start thinking about getting back together. As I mentioned earlier, head to www.lisaforce.com/breakups for more in-depth advice on texting and winning back your ex. And no matter what you send your ex via text message, never be boring or send pointless dull texts. Those types of conversations usually do more harm than good. If you're wondering whether a text is interesting or stimulating enough to send to your ex, you can comment below in this video and I'll give you some feedback. Well, that's it for this video. I'll be posting more breakup and divorce videos over the next few weeks, so please subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this one. You can also visit my website, lisaforce.com, to see the latest free help videos. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you're able to use one of these texts I talked about in this video to win back your ex and live a happily ever after. See you next time.